big truck driving, 48 states and Canada. I was out there on the road, nutcase that I am, driving your freight around. I got lost in New Orleans, and I keep thinking I ought to get on the internet and see if anybody ever took any pictures of. I got lost in New Orleans, and I ended up with a huge tractor trailer, 53-foot trailer, going right down through the center of New Orleans, skyscrapers and all. Ended up on a street just wide enough for the truck. There were buildings on this side. There was a little alleyway this way, and there was a bricked-in park where everybody was sitting, reading, drinking their coffee, and having their morning donuts. With a tractor trailer. And there were people everywhere, just pointing and staring. And one lady, she's just crying, she's so upset. And this fellow comes up, he jumps on the running board of the truck and gets in my face and he says, "Young lady, you're not supposed to be here with this. You're going to be in so much trouble." I'm like, whoa. What do you want me to do? But then I got lucky, and I did. There was a fellow down there in the park, and he had been a truck driver for years. And he comes over and he says, "Now," because I had already tried to turn down the alleyway, and I knew it wasn't going to make it. He says, "Now, if you'll just follow my directions, exactly, I can get you out of here." So he helped me to get back around and going straight. And there's the park. He says, "If you go exactly between those lampposts, you'll have about this much clearance on either side, and you can get to a 4-lane highway." Well, I was relieved until I got through there, and the 4-lane highway was a little further on. Instead, I came into a residential area with a fork in the road, and I couldn't get around there either because there were too many cars. And the policeman came along and helped. And long story short, I asked him if I was going to get a ticket. And he says, "No, I think you've had enough for one day." And he showed me the way out of New Orleans.
Escort.
So I've had a lot of adventures on my healing journey. They weren't all great, but if they can serve a purpose now, and so, do your diddle diddle dumpling. No.
Wait till I turn the camera off. I'm still trying to keep it steady for you.
When I was little, my dad used to bounce me on his foot, and he didn't do that with all the kids. They weren't really. I don't know. I don't know what was wrong. Maybe I'll find out in my second book what their deal was. But anyway, they used to. He used to bounce me on his foot, and Sharon did a beautiful rendition of that in 2006. You know, my dad bouncing me on. I mean, I didn't actually sit on her foot. She just did it, standing up. And he used to sing, "Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John went to bed with his trousers on.
Once you up and once you on, diddle diddle dumpling, my son John." Then he'd take his foot and he'd whip her right way up in the air. Woo, and she'd laugh.
That story's in the book, too.
Laugh.
Anybody else have any